What doth life? Are we just fleshy blips in some meaningless stew of cosmic oblivion? Or is it vice versa? Is our every trollop through fate's garden infused with a mystic?
Hey bunghole, cease that inner yapping.
If you were a fan of Adult Swim in the mid to late 2000s, you remember the wide variety of original programming aired late at night. From the more popular shows like Metalocalypse and Moral Oral, to less popular ones like 12 Ounce Mouse, there seemed to be something for everyone. When you asked a person what their favorite is, one of these shows, formerly obscure, is usually one of the first to be mentioned. Enter Xavier Renegade Angel. XRA was created by the talented group PFR, who was already known for MTV's Wonder Chosen and later known for Delocated. Xavier Renegade Angel would premiere in November of 2007. The show itself is a surrealist satire of New Age over-spirituality, riddled with wordplay and subtle humor that almost requires multiple viewings to not miss every joke. Xavier goes on nonsensical journeys to find answers to life's greatest riddles and is usually trumped by his own incompetence and lack of self-awareness. The show does not take its audiences for granted. It doesn't try and hold your hand through the jokes, nor does it ever hesitate for a moment. But despite all these attributes, the show is perhaps best known for its CGI animation, which is often compared to video games like Garry's Mod, Second Life, and The Sims. The show aired for 2 seasons with a total of 20 episodes and ended in April of 2009. So why is it seeing a resurgence? The answer is actually pretty surprising, and to find it we must first look to another Adult Swim show, this time 2013's Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty is one of Adult Swim's most popular shows, with viewership of Season 3 averaging about 2.5 million per episode. Of course, the more fans a show has, the more shitty fans there are. This is not to say that the show or the average fan is by any means bad, but when the total amount of fans goes up, the annoying percentage is also going to increase proportionally. I call this the Invader Zim effect, when a vocal minority in a fan base ruins the original creation for others. For Rick and Morty, these bad apples pride themselves on Rick's edgy, nihilistic approach, including the lines, "Am I evil? No, you're just smart," when asked about sociopathic tendencies. I'm not joking. And ultimately, this sours the entire show for a lot of people. Seriously, you can't discuss the show without people spamming this one copy pasta. Former fans grew resentful of Rick and Morty and desperately looked for something else to latch onto. They quickly found it in the form of Xavier Renegade Angel. Then the memes came. People began to compare the two shows, as Xavier is almost the anti-Rick and Morty. Among other things, while Rick and Morty is nihilistic, XRA is spiritual. While Rick and Morty harps on jokes, XRA slips them by. And most importantly, while Rick and Morty is popular, Xavier was obscure. So, is this newfound popularity a good or a bad thing? It honestly depends on your outlook. The show is now, ironically, going through the exact same fanbase issues that caused people to turn on Rick and Morty. Absolute losers are even making videos analyzing why it got popular. But, on the other hand, Xavier Renegade Angel is an excellent show, and the more recognition it gets, the better. Adult Swim is even going to be re-airing it. Ultimately, I believe people's enjoyment of shows should not depend on how popular it is, or how horrible the fanbase is. Be true to your own tastes, and don't bother worrying about others.